Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building. Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. This fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes Philly Shakedown.
Let's go.
You might do it. Kick Dingbat here, and welcome to the Philly Shakedown Podcast with Philly 500 Joeyshakes. Joey, what is up, my man?
4 more days, and we are at the NFL draft.
Days.
Yes, almost there.
I am so excited, dude. But yeah. I also see dangers in the waters.
Oh, boy.
All right? We are not swimming without sharks swimming around us. We have to be careful, very, very careful this draft. What has happened, everybody? Let's say hi to everybody. Kyle, Donnie, Big Mac, Big Mix, Papa Eagle fan, Mike, Big D, what's going on? Bruins, Jay, Richard, Yeppa, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for being here. Rogue is in the house. Madden King, thank you guys for being here. Draft Junkie, thank you for being here. Go Birds. Richard Purdy, what's going on? Good to see you. EC12, the princess, the princess of YouTube is here. Roll out the red carpet. What's going on? Mayday, what's happening? Robert Jones, Dear Chris, Dennis, Rock the Artist, time for action. Gabagool Eaters here too. And anybody I missed, I apologize. And Nick, man, thank you for the super chat, man. We appreciate that. Or a way to start off. Says Eagles need Eagles talk after Sixers got smacked.
Yeah,
Listen, all I can say is about the Sixers is this. Did you expect anything less? I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but they're the Boston Bruins bitch. We can't beat that team for no matter what. It just if they were the 1 seed and Boston was a seed, we'd still lose. We just can't beat them.
Nope.
It's crazy. It's just really crazy. Kyle Davis super chat. Philly Joey, this is just me. I'm thinking the Giants doing draft style at 5 and Downs at 10, or package both for Malaga at 3. Yeah, listen, and thank you for the super chat. We'll jump right into this first story. We'll talk a little bit because I wanted to get your opinion on this. Of course, Ian Rappaport reported yesterday that Dexter Lawrence was being traded to the Bengals in a pre-draft blockbuster, which included the number 10 overall pick going to the Giants. Now, he wind up getting, I think, signing a 1-year extension worth $28 million. What were your thoughts on this trade? Because this was kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's a player that's been wanting out. I mean, that's been being as a team player the last couple of years, with seeing all these other players for the Giants go elsewhere, be successful, and then not getting the deal that he wanted, and then requesting a trade. So it was going to happen before the draft, that it did. Getting the extension and, 10th overall pick. They got 5 and 10. Yeah, it's a good trade. Can't really lie about it. Giant fans, I wouldn't say are particularly too happy about it, because they thought they should have got maybe a little bit more than just the 10th overall. But, I think it's a good trade. It just depends what they do with it.
I think it's a great trade for the Giants. I mean, Giants got to face reality. You're not ready to win anytime soon. You're a few years away at most. So you might as well start getting some young talent in there and keep rebuilding. Now, obviously, they've been drafting at the top of the draft the last 15 years, and they don't draft the right guy. So we'll see. I do find it interesting, though, that Jordan Tyson is, a guy that we talked about thinking was maybe the most talented receiver in the draft. All of a sudden, he's rising up the board. They said the Giants are whining him and dining him, taking him to dinner. I mean, they're talking about this guy possibly going in the top 10 right now. How does Jordan Tyson go from 2 weeks ago, not even in the first round, to a top 10 pick? It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. Nick Davis Super Chat goes, do we really think AJ goes for less than a first? Well, that's the other thing. We're going to talk about it a little bit because I got a lot to say on that. But, you know, just continuing with the Lawrence trade, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the Giants do. They could very well go Styles and Caleb Downs. I think Caleb Downs is going to end up in New York. I do, which I really like him. But, you know, they are the Giants at the end of the day. So,
yeah.
You know, and then the Bengals, who knows? It's like you went to one place to stink to go to the other place that stinks. Good luck with stinking. Also, do you think that the $28 million, do you think that helps the Eagles in contract talks with Jalen Carter?
Maybe. I mean, we don't even know what the number is going to be. We don't even know if they're going to wait till the end of the year. I mean, I don't know if they're going to even sign him during the year. It seems like Howie Roseman doesn't want to extend during the season anymore, extend any players. So, 28 it's obviously a bigger number than what Jordan Davis is getting, a couple million over. But, I'm interested to see where that contract lies, where it goes, and what number are they they can come up with together. Cause I really don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Carter, I think, will be the better. I think Carter will obviously be the better player. I mean, they're obviously, you know, because obviously Jordan Davis has some of that nose background, so he's a little different. But play styles are a little different at times. But yeah, we'll just have to see.
Yeah. Joe Rodriguez says, Philly and Joey, you heard it here first. The Eagles are trading A.J. Brown to move up in the draft and exchange for next year's first-round pick. And they will either get offensive tackle, Sadiq, or an edge. So you're thinking they're going to are you saying they're going to trade up and give away their next year's first to go up and get, or are you saying they're going to get a first as well? Because that would be great if we could get another first, you know. And I don't know if you saw this. I'll just jump into this right now because this enrages me. According to Ruben Frank, he still thinks Howie wants to trade A.J. Brown, but he's getting the sense that he's not going to get a first-round pick in return. What are your thoughts on that one, dude?
It just shows. I mean, A.J. Brown's pushing the trade. I mean, it's just like it's almost to a fact where maybe they can't keep him anymore. Maybe he's outside the lines now of like. Because a lot of time has gone by now. And A.J. Brown, you know, maybe at one point the Eagles were like, well, if we can't trade him, we're just going to keep him. But maybe they can't keep him. Maybe A.J. Brown is pushing this a lot further. Like, I want out. I'm done. Like, get something done. So, I mean, there's got to be if they're going to get lower than a first-round pick, there's got to be other teams involved. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. If they got like 2 seconds or something, I would be really pissed off. So, I don't know how all these other superstars or other, you know, wide receivers or even Dexter Lawrence, like they're getting, you know, high quality picks for these guys easily. With A.J. Brown, this is taking so long. It's dragging to the point where the more time that goes by, the more we're saying we know it's post-June, but it's almost making us nervous that they're not going to get that first round pick now. So it does worry me a little bit. Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
my feeling is like, I've come to accept the fact that he very well could be traded. I don't want it, but I accept it. All I ask in return is that you get the proper value. I am so sick and tired of seeing teams get maximum value and the Eagles paying maximum value, overpaying for players, and then we get ripped off on the back end. We get coaches who make deals behind our backs. Teams tamper with them. They leave. Nothing happens. They've been trying to tamper with this A.J. Brown situation for what? A year and a half. I mean, it seems like all the time we get robbed.
Yeah.
Robbed, and everybody else pays maximum value. I'm so sick and tired of it. Jalen Phillips, we give a 3rd-round pick for a guy that plays 4 or 5 games. And then now you're going to tell me we're going to let A.J. Brown go, one of your best players on the team, and we're not even going to get a 1st-round pick when Waddle got a 1st and 9, a 1st and a 3rd?
Yeah.
They better get a 1st-round pick because I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah.
I will be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, even DJ Moore for a second, and then you're looking at the statistics the last few years. Like everyone's acting like the AJ Brown just had like 1,000-yard seasons and that's it, but it's way more than that. I mean, 2 1,400-yard seasons. I mean, records broken. I mean, Pro Bowl every single year. I mean, Waddle has only done what AJ Brown. He's only done 1 year of what AJ Brown has done. I mean, that's it.
Who the frig is New England? Who the frig they think they are? I'm so sick of that team. The Boston Celtics, I'm sick of them. Can't stand that team. Now their fans think they should just be able to come and take our players in football. Forget it. I don't even want to trade them. I would rather, if you're going to tell me a 2nd-round pick, I say give me a 4th-round pick. Send them to Cleveland. Send them to somewhere other than Boston just to screw them.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm so sick of this. And the one thing that will set me off more than anything is if we come out of this trade without a 1st-round, getting a 1st-round pick. If you just let him go, it's a crime. I would not trade him. I'm not trading him for a 2nd round. If he's angry and he cries and he wants to read a book, so be it. But I am not doing it, dude. I'm not giving away talent for nothing. I've got to get something in return.
I know.
For this.
I get it.
It just pisses me off, dude. So I hope Reuben Frank was eating too many donuts or something, and he was delirious in saying that, because that can't happen. I mean,
if he's getting anything else other than a 1st-round pick, they need something more than that. They need to pry somebody off a roster. Like they need to get like a young talent or something, because I mean, we can't. We were trying to enjoy this off season and try to be excited about things, but this looming over our heads this entire time, and the news going back and forth. I mean, we haven't heard from AJ Brown's camp. We haven't heard nothing about that this trade is going to go. I mean, that this trade is going to go down in general. Like we're speculating that's going to go down because it feels like it is going to go down because of AJ's silence.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. I mean, you remember Jonathan Gannon? That was pure tampering. How he got hired by Arizona. They do nothing about it. They let it happen. They try to ban a play that we're good at, right? I mean, all they do is constantly come and try to break our team apart. Mm-hmm. And now we have to give away player for nothing, lesser than what it's worth. I'm not doing it. Just not doing it.
But do you
Howie better not do that.
But the thing I don't get is like if Dexter Lawrence is on the trade block, like there must have been other teams involved more than Cincinnati, right? I mean, with AJ Brown, like how is there no other? Yeah, sure. The Chargers peaked in, they moved back. Apparently, they almost had a deal with the Rams at some point, and then they left it. Like, are there other teams out there that have better draft compensation than what the Patriots have? Because God forbid, like we say they're going to take a step back, but who knows if they do or not. They should with a tougher schedule, and then we trade for their 2nd or 2, and then it turns to a fucking 3rd. Like every late round pick is going to turn to a fucking 3rd at that point. So it's just our late round pick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want him to go. I've accepted the fact that it legitimately might happen, but all I ask is proper compensation. It's it. I and it's not unfair. When Waddle got traded for a 1st and a 3rd, that set the market. It was done there. So, I don't know. It just really pisses me off. Philly Nation 9225, thank you for the super chat. What up, Philly Joey? I hope we get an O-line in the 1st or the beast of a tight end. What do you guys think? Go Birds and do not trade AJ. I agree. Don't trade him. No. And hopefully offensive linemen, it's like, is the draft being hijacked with this lingering issue? Is it going to hijack our 1st round or how we operate in the draft? Are we really legitimately looking at a receiver? Now the guy that they wanted, right? The guy that they actually might like is going to go in the top 10 all of a sudden.
No,
we can't get a freaking break, man.
Yeah, no, but I mean, there's concerns with that player in Jordan Tyson anyway. I mean, the Giants might take that running back from Notre Dame in the first round. I forgot his damn name.
They'd be very stupid to do that, by the way. They're not. To me, you don't draft a running back in the top 10 unless you're ready to compete. If you're not ready to compete, you don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it would make a lot more sense, like, if a team like Dallas in the top 12 took them over them, or even the Chiefs. But, like, the Giants, you take – I mean, they made the same mistake with Barkley.
It's
crazy. But I just feel like we're always overpaying for guys. We're always having to pay a lot of compensation. And then we got to trade our guys for pennies on the dollar.
No. I mean, because before, like, when we kind of knew, like, all the trade rumors were going to happen after the season was over, we were like, okay, if the trade goes down, like, before the Patriots got involved, before any of that happened, we said, you know what, the Eagles will get some good compensation for it. Like, we kind of had no problem of thinking that they'll get the good compensation, but now it's like, I feel like it's just ripping off a Band-Aid slowly. It's like with everything.
It's like, look, it's the great Patriots. You got to kiss their ass and give them what they want. If they want somebody on your roster, they get them, and then they get them cheap. No, forget that. You're just not. I'll call A.J. Brown right now. I'll call him right now. You're not going nowhere, buddy. Go plant the flowers in your garden because you're not going anywhere. Unless I get at least the 2027 first round pick. It's not negotiable. It's not negotiable. Yeah. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So you can see I get fired up on this because it just pisses me off to think that would even be the case. That it shouldn't even be a conversation.
True.
Danny Martinelli, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I bet a lot we end up with Proctor or I can't.
I could never say
that. We could. I mean, it's quite possible. I think Proctor's probably in play.
Proctor he's at the top 30. So that's some of the new stuff that happened. He's on the top 30 now. A lot of interest. We already knew that was going to happen at some point. Just depends on where he's going to be projected in that first round. And is he more of a trade up candidate, a trade back? So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. Rogue, thank you for the super chat, my man. He goes, 500. I think A.J. Brown's only trade if the Eagles get 2027 first and a second or a third included with the first. After June 1st, then we trade for Garrett or Crosby. I hope you're right. I mean, to me, it's not even negotiable. Don't even call us. AJ, you could bitch. I mean, Myles Garrett sent out a bye-bye ad in the newspaper last year, remember? Or he did the whole thing where he said goodbye to the Browns. He's requesting a trade. He didn't get traded. All these guys can work it out or hang in there, but we have to pay. We have to give everything away. We have to give our players away. We have to give our coaches away. You're allowed to go ahead and tamper with the Eagles. You're allowed to change the rules because of a play that they do good. Now you notice they don't care about banning the tush push anymore. So they just keep just robbing from us.
But if you don't want to deal with any of this, like all AJ I mean, what is the problem with this guy? What is his problem? Like, I mean, look, like, does he not want to go into the next season with a new offensive coordinator and be like, I'm not doing this? Like, is that the reason? Is it Nick? I mean, we don't really even know what the reason is, but what's up his ass is what I got to say. He
doesn't say anything. I don't even know what he thinks because, like, I don't know what he even thinks. I know what everybody pushes, but he doesn't say anything. So I have no idea. But I'm willing to play hardball, pretty much, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If he wants to hold out, I don't care. You just can't get rid of talent.
The Eagles don't really treat players like back like in a bad way. They never like like you said, they don't eyeball, they don't play chicken with a player. They don't normally do that. This is why they don't franchise tag players because they never want to trap their own players or put them in a specific, situation. But I mean, like, it's almost to a point where if I'm not going to get the draft cap, the draft compensation, I'd rather keep him on the roster and he could just fucking hold out the whole year if that's what he wants to do.
And if people are wondering, like, what are we getting all fired up? We're talking about. I'm reacting to this by Ruben Frank that he thinks Howie Roseman still wants to trade A.J. Brown, but he's getting the sense the Eagles will not get a first-round pick in return. And we're saying you can't trade him then. It's non-negotiable.
Nope.
So that's what we're responding. And I don't want this team to go into the draft having to worry about this one position. No, we got to get offensive. Like, dude, I want Vega. I put out the other day my top 3 moves. Well, actually yesterday. So my final 3 situations that I'm going to do is first, I'm going to try to get Vega, try to trade up. If he's not available, I'm going to look for Kenyon Sadiq. And if he's not available, I'm trading out of the first round. And I'm getting more mid-round picks and a first-round pick next year. Those are my 3 scenarios.
Yeah, it just depends on who they feel is graded. Like I'm saying, like I don't think it's going to be worth drafting like the 4th best edge rusher or the 3rd or 4th best tight end. Like you have very deep positions at safety, deep position at tight end that you can find a really good value in that second day. I mean, 2nd and 3rd rounds are probably more exciting than the fucking first rounds, to be honest with you. There's only a few blue chips up there. You know what I mean? You have that stuff with Ruben Bain now because of the car stuff that happened. And, some other stuff that's been going on. So, I mean, Caleb Downs and his knee, that he could move down just a little bit. He ain't going to move down that much. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, but I think, you're at a point at 23 where it dies down. It's going to die down unless someone is just moving to the point where the Eagles got to pick up the phone within, 5 to 8 spots. And it's like, holy shit, we got to trade up and make this trade. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big General says, that's BS. Ruben Frank made that statement based off how he feels. He has no clue what compensation we were getting for AJ. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. And you probably are. But sometimes these guys will know something and then they try to put out like they have a sense so they look smarter when they really have heard stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he's doing that or not. But I agree. You just got to do it. I mean, at least we got Howie. At least Howie's usually good with trades. But to me, it fires me up, man.
Yeah.
So annoying. Every team overpays for trades but won't give Howie a first. Every team seems like they get deals, but us. It's like, man, I don't know. I've never seen a team that I think. Like, dude, I think the league does not want the Eagles to be a dynasty. They do not want
if we don't get a first-round pick for this, I would, in 2 seconds, I would be forwarding an investigation for illegal tampering. I would be doing that right now. You see all this other news that's been coming out this past week? Like, Rusidi, she's backed out. She resigned from The Athletic. She's gone from the New York Post now. She's, put out this stupid statement that has tarnished her, it's some feministic shit, but other than that,
well, it's simple to me too. It's like, hey, look, teams don't want to give a first for AJ for whatever reason, his age, because of maybe they think attitude. I don't know. Well, if that's the case, fine. I have no problem with that. But we're not trading him then. It's off the table. So we'll just keep him. And that's fine too. I'm perfectly good. I'm happier with that, to be honest with you.
What if there was a point during the offseason where AJ was like, look, just try to find a trade. If not, I'm willing to play out the year and we'll see what happens. But what if because of this tampering and what if they got into AJ's head and kind of turned and changed his mind on of getting out of Philly, because of Vrabel and Diana Rossini, and honestly, these reports and messages that were said, who knows in close contact that Vrabel was with AJ during the season, who knows? You can't influence a player like that, because it hurts us at the end of the day. And then we don't know what's happening. And now finding out that it was happening somewhat, it just sucks,
Yeah. Football Finesse says age, knee, and edge. The knee thing, I don't know if I believe fully. I really feel like the knee thing was teams trying to destroy his value because they saw, and it came right after the whole Max Crosby situation. But I mean, look, teams have every right to not want to. I wouldn't give. There's only one guy at like 30 years old I would give a first round pick for, and that's Myles Garrett. But you know, non-quarterback wise. But like, yeah, I think if teams don't want to give a first round pick for him, hey, that's fine. We're not trading him. Then he stays. It's over. Let's stop talking about it. Let's move on. It's done. There is no in between. You know, if you want something from somebody specific, you've got to overpay for it. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm getting I know fired up. It just pisses me off. We need to trade up and get 2 2s. What? This year? Yeah, I mean they very well could. The one thing that we're going to see in this draft is I think the cost of trading up is going to be a lot less than it has in previous years because teams primarily are trying to trade back. They're not trying to trade up. So when we talk about, the values in the mid rounds, I think most teams recognize that. So you're going to see a lot of trade backs. You're going to see a lot of teams trying to trade back. And a guy like Howie may move up, and he may move up way higher than you thought because he's going to take advantage of that. So that very well could happen, Yeah,
I agree.
Look, if you were in a situation where, let's say, you did get a first for A.J. Brown, and you then had 2 2027 first round picks, and then you decided to trade out of the first round in this year and get a 2027 next year, you go in that draft with 3 first round picks, a draft that's supposed to be top heavy. I mean, you can really build this team for the future, man.
Oh yeah, just got to get this pick. We get this pick, we'll be set.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. I don't know what the Eagles are thinking. I don't know. Like, are they looking like the 2 positions that I really worry about are edge rusher and wide receiver? Like,
what a mess, dude.
Are they gonna take one of those positions because of need, or are you gonna take the best player available?
It's bad now because Will Anderson just got his $50 million a year by the Texans. Like, it's just like when are we gonna get a break, dude? We gotta jump on something because this is ridiculous now. Like, I don't even know anymore. Like,
I still think Max Crosby is the play, man.
It might be.
I do. You're gonna have to pay these guys, and you're paying guys like Jonathan Grenard wants $30 million, and Jalen Phillips left for $30 million. It's like, you're going to pay that kind of money, then go get the best player. Just go get, Garrett or him. Mm-hmm. That ends this whole conversation,
Yeah.
And what do you got to do when you trade for Max Crosby? You got to overpay a little bit. That's still name of the game. Unless you're the Eagles, then you have to pay at a discount. You have to give it away at a discount. Just pisses me off. Cali Eagles, thank you for the super chat. What up, my guys? Well, you guys have the corral jerseys dusted off and crispy. Feel like we are going to need some matte magic more than ever this year. I do. I have it ready. It's ready to go. It's in the closet, and it's looking shiny and new.
Mm-hmm. Some good luck hopefully coming our way.
That's going to change everything, man. What do you like? What are your sense? Like, what are you sensing? Like, what we're going to see? Are we going to see a quiet Eagles team? Do you think Howie's waiting? Like, is this the time he makes his impactful move for the off season? Like, what is your gut level telling you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there could be a trade up out of left field for a specific player we didn't think that they were going to get. I mean, honestly, I really don't know because it's either the board's going to fall so bad that the Eagles are going to not even think twice to trade back, or they're going to trade up aggressively when someone's in range of. Look, you have 2/3, you got 2 fourths, you only got 1/5 now because of the trade for Wicks. So. It's a big question mark. I felt like if you knew what you were doing at offensive line. You felt like you knew what you were doing at certain positions that you need this offseason. I think you'll be in a good direction with it. But with tight end being where it is right now, not having the future piece there, you have 2 offensive linemen that are gone the next 2 years between Landon and Lane Johnson after this year. And with wide receiver up in the air, I think it can go. I think, like I say, it's best player available that first round. So
yeah.
It's all, they're just going to wait and see if someone's going to drop. If no one drops, I think they're out of there quick. I think they're already out of there.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. Cali Eagles, thank you for that super chat. By the way, appreciate it. AJ, Lord Vaughn says, AJ is still a top 5 receiver who gives a F about the age. You got 2-3 years with him. You got 2-3 good years with him. Yeah. And I think, what is he? He's like, I don't know if he's all that much older than Waddle. Like, was it like 15 months or something like that?
Yeah, it's not much.
I understand you don't want to pay a first for a guy that age. But the thing is you want to trade a guy that we don't want to give up, that is already under contract, that has got an extension already. Like, you have to make it viable for the Eagles to do it.
Yeah.
Just get what it's worth. That's all I ask at this point. We still have D. Coop, who can literally play as aggressive as Brown and his younger player with more potential. Are you talking about he's talking about yeah. Well, Darius Cooper, we don't know that he has more potential. We have to see him do it. Yeah. I like the kid, but to say he's more talented than AJ, nah.
Yeah, he's played one.
If that's what you meant.
Yeah, he's played.
Daz, where the freak you been, Daz? Where you been hiding out, man? Vega or Freeling are best. I like Freeling too. I do. Philly Matt says one of those 3 safeties would be awesome, especially Downs if we get Downs, which I believe may be the best talent in the draft. Would be, yeah. Can you go up? Can you trade up to like 11? Because I think you'd have to get up there, right? You have to get past the Giants, which
now,
yeah. Devontae Jones, what is going on? Thank you for super chat. Per ESPN, the NFL said they would not investigate further into Vrabel. Eagles aren't getting anything. Sadly, we deserve tampering comp pick. Yeah, I agree with you. And what about the Jonathan Gannon thing too? That was clear tampering before the week before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's true. It's true. Let's catch up here. Linda, what is going on, Linda? Thank you for super chat. Sadiq is more of a luxury with other tight ends like Michael Triggs, Oscar Delp, and Endries are also available. Sadiq's more versatile, but others are okay. Yeah, I think others are okay too. I think maybe I look at it from like just the ceiling, like the potential if this guy hits could be huge, but that's the way it goes. But I agree with you.
Yeah, it's a deep class.
Yeah, it is. Blue Empire Sports says, hey, Philly 500 Joey, I'm hearing rumors that the Giants are going to draft both Styles in the 5th overall and Downs in the 10th for. Yeah, I heard that too. And I think that would be very smart, right? Very smart and very Eagle-esque. You know what I mean? They all want to be the Eagles, dude. They all want to be like the Eagles. That's just the truth. Rogue, thank you for super chat. Main target, Kenyon Sadiq. Second, Fenno and Proctor, and then Lone. Maybe. Chris Kaufman, member for 31 months. Thank you so much. As long as we don't send him to the Paris. Yeah, I hear you. Now, speaking of something like that we can control, right? Joey, we got to talk about stuff that we can control because we can't control what the Eagles are going to do. But we can control what we're going to do. And that's why we need to look at Prize Picks, dude.
Yeah, this stream is sponsored by Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. If you love watching sports, you got to check it out. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching your favorite games. The app is really easy to use. All you have to do is pick more or less with a few player stats. We're talking points, yards, strikeouts, and more, and lock in your lineup. Prize Picks is available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida, so there's a good chance you could start playing today. Philly, what's your lockup for today?
So I was looking at some NFL stuff, and I was looking at some of the popular stuff. Here's two things that I think are no-brainers. All right, I think one, and we've talked a little bit about him before, but Bijan Robinson is going to go over 1,100 yards this year, dude. He's on the ascend. He's getting better every single year, and I think he goes off. The other is on the opposite side of the ball. Will Anderson, gigantic contract, dude. Gigantic contract. I'm gonna lock in that he's going over 11 sacks. I think it's pretty safe bet if he stays healthy, or safe play rather, I should say. Will Anderson goes over 11. I think that's a safe play. I think he gets over 11 sacks. So those are my two bets, man, and we're gonna lock that in right here, and you guys watch and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and if you're new for Prize Picks, just play a $5 lineup and you get $50 in lineups instantly when you use code HMA. Download the app, use code HMA, and get into the action. It just makes the game more exciting. And we want to thank you for the sponsor of this stream by Prize Picks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, shout out to Prize Picks. But yeah, I love it, man. Now, as we were saying for the Eagles, we are ready for the draft, man. I think we're all ready. I think, I know I'm going off a little bit today. I got a lot of frustration with this whole thing. It's just building up, and it's like, I feel like it's just been a while. And we were talking about this the other day. Like, it just feels like a while since we had something really to get excited about. Like, Jalen Phillips trade when he came to Philly, we were all pretty excited. Ever since then, it just feels like it's one thing after another, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bad season on top of just drama rumors. I mean, it's on drama on top of drama stacked up this offseason. So it's been trying to get excited, but it's been lackluster for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd love it for the Eagles just to come in the draft, go offensive lineman early, build up the players and the needs that you need in the other rounds, and just show everybody that we have no intention of moving AJ Brown. There's no need, and just be what it is. Jedi Magic says, breaking news: the NFL draft, top NFL draft pick Zachariah Branch arrested in Georgia on 2 misdemeanors. Is that true?
Yeah,
I didn't hear about it. Did that happen
today? Yeah.
Will that affect them? That's the question.
Probably.
Yeah, Stowers is a sleeper pick. Agreed, 1,000%. I mean, from simply, the thing with the draft is like we focus so much on need, but like, what's the hit rate on a first round pick? It's like under 50%. And I think that you got to really just, when it comes to first round picks, you've just got to stick with the best player available. Maybe a few, there's some exceptions to the rule, but the idea is to hit. You want to hit on those picks, and you see how quick a roster could change, dude. 2 years ago, we had 2 safeties. We weren't talking about it. Go win a Super Bowl. Now we need a safety. We may need 2. So it's like the rosters could change quick. You got to go best player available. And even if, you don't know where to put that player right away, you figure it out later is what
yeah. And then you talk about safety. I mean, you're into another offseason now where the depth behind it's bad. You don't have a star next to Makuba now. Makuba's going off the broken fibula. And you had your chance to pay 8.5 to Reed. They didn't want to do that. You had a couple chances where some guys were going for 5-6 million. Some veterans that were out there didn't take a chance on anybody. So
yeah,
it's got to be there in the draft somewhere. I mean, I think Howie and Nick at their press conference last week said that, safety is definitely, we're not done adding to that position. So depends where it is.
Yeah. Also, I did EC. I want to say 500. You see Jalen Hurts working in North Philly. Message he sent on IG. Your thoughts? Well, did you see that he was working with the quarterback coach they just released? Right. So the quarterback that they said can't work with anybody and doesn't get along with the coaches is working with a coach they just dismissed. Come on, it's such bull crap, dude.
But it's not even
bull
just
crap.
But dude, that's like that's half of it. Like the other half is like, and Hertz has said really good things about Scott Loeffler. I think his name is Scott Loeffler, right? Everyone he has said really good things about him. Like this guy was an actual OC. Okay, this guy has brains to call plays, and we saw the rumors last year where they apparently they had Scott Loeffler, rumors that he was helping the offense, whatever. Yeah. If that was even true, why wasn't this guy handed over some play calling duties last year? And then on top of him working out with Hertz is working out with the next QB coach. Now he's not even on this coaching staff anymore. It makes no sense, dude.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
It just really is weird. Like there's just things that we don't know. There's disconnect. I'm telling you, I saw it last year after that Rams game, man. When they came back and you had three guys like step up, DeVonta, AJ, and Hurts saying like, "We're killers, man. We need to play this way. We need to be aggressive." And then to see what happened the next week when they just went back to that prevent offense. I think a lot of it, I really think is the coaching and the players don't mesh. It hasn't meshed. Hopefully it will now, It's
horrible.
But it's crazy. Like Rogue, thank you for super chat. He goes 500. I feel if we can't trade up for a guy we want. Howie might trade the 23rd to the Raiders with a 3rd round pick to get Crosby. Raiders could get a good receiver. I think that's a possible too. I think that's a outside chance of happening that people may be surprised. But if you're looking to trade out, and teams, don't really want to trade with you or whatever, maybe you just take that 26th pick and a 3rd. You've got 2 of them, and you get Crosby, man. That would be a huge upgrade for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's immediate impact in the building right now. You don't have to worry about it post-June, which is great. Because I don't know what's going on with Grenard. Post-June, obviously they saved like $6 million if they trade him. But as of right now, there's hope because he hasn't been extended by the Vikings and hasn't been traded yet. But these other edge rushers are getting paid. A lot of the guys are getting paid out of the Eagles' price range, way out of our price range. Now it's like the price has gone up another 12, 13 million past, it's nuts now. Like it's just
crazy,
nuts.
Right? Will Anderson just reset the whole market. So it's just, to me, guys like Jonathan Grenard, like I was interested when we initially talked about him. I was like, yeah, because I was reading what he was expected to get in an extension. They said 21 million. So that's perfect. But then it's 30. Jalen Phillips, the Eagles offered him $27 million, dude. He went and left for 30 after they gave a 3rd round pick to have him play 5 or 6 games. So you need an edge rusher. You need a veteran edge rusher as far as I'm concerned. And I think Nolan Smith is a great unknown right now. We know he's got talent. We've seen him flash before, but we've also seen the inconsistency. We've seen the injuries. And we just don't know,
Yeah, if he stayed more available, like especially, you're missing camp and you're missing all this important time. I feel like he hasn't had enough time in these off seasons because I feel like he's always out with something, missing preseason games. Then he goes into the regular season and he's not sturdy at all, and it takes him like a few weeks. I think with Max Crosby, I think it's. Even going through another edge rusher like him, because I don't think you're giving up 2 first-round picks. I think we already know that. I think the Raiders are going to try to get leverage for him because they lost all that leverage.
They lost it all.
You know what I mean? So because teams spent already millions of dollars on players and free agents, you can't be asking for these teams now to give up 2 first-rounders. So they might say, hey, Max says, hey, I'm going to play for the 26th season for the Raiders, but the ownership might be saying, hey, go do your rehabilitation, go get your, make sure you look better, go record yourself once you're fully healthy, let teams know that, just put something out there. And then, maybe they'll go back into trying to ask for more, but I think the draft would be a perfect place to really try to trade for him, and they can probably get something done. I mean, we might get a big splash in this draft.
Yeah. Look, I'm going in this draft, and I feel like Howie's got something up his sleeves. Like,
yeah,
he's got to, because we've been really quiet in free agency the last 2 years. We really haven't added enough pieces yet to a team for this year and just the future. Like, we need to do something. And to me, like, going out and getting Max Crosby would be like, it would change the narrative of how a lot of people have felt this all season has gone. I think it would be an instant upgrade over Jalen Phillips. It would.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. I think everybody would be foaming at the mouth to see him like on an actual good defensive. I mean, to even have him next to Jalen Carter, I think we would be talked about. It would be, Fangio can't leave after this year. You know what I mean? It's going to be a whole nother thing we're going to have to worry about. A new scheme, a new.
I know.
I know.
But I know that, what's next,
Yeah, right.
It's like, dude, like we got Howie, and Howie's been great. And so then now you got these guys on the media, over the course of last year. Somebody should hire Howie and offer him a piece of ownership. Like, they just want him gone out of Philly, dude. They just want him out of Philly. Yeah. Anything to screw us, they try to do.
He's the type of GM you would actually trade. Like, you would actually trade to a team. Because that's how
there's no way in hell I let Howie go. Howie's gonna make mistakes. But I'm not letting a guy like that go, dude. I'm just not. I like the way he thinks. Look, I feel like all of this whole thing right now. I think they're doing something. I just don't know what yet.
Yeah.
Power Ranger 1986, thank you for super chat. Juan Julio Hurts comeback tour this year. Oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening. I think Jalen will be highly motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Addison, not that he's not, but he does seem to take it up a notch when he comes off of being criticized in the offseason beforehand. Addison Hoover, a member for 9 months. Thank you so much. Hey Philly, what's the latest on Ertz? The latest I heard was that Ertz met with Howie or something, and they talked, and that was it. Now, the thing with Ertz is he's coming off, a torn ACL or something? Like, he's coming off a pretty big injury for a guy his age. I don't know where he's going to be going into the season,
Yeah, I think he's still of a big value to a team, but is he right for the Eagles right now? With especially how this draft is at tight end, to find their future guy, or maybe they don't think there's a future guy on the second day of this draft if they can't get Kenyon Sadiq. So, there's a lot of guys I like. Like, I like, I like the Sam Roush kid from Stanford. I like Michael Trigg. Yeah. It's got sticky heads. I like Stowers. I like Claire from Ohio State. There's so many, and I think they could bring in that could, pass the torch. Goddard could pass the torch after this year, learn next to Goddard to do it. They'll get a lot of playing time. As long as you draft a guy in the second day, they won't get playing time. So I think it's perfect for us, but we'll see.
Yeah. Elaine says, the whole thing is weird, Philly. I agree. I think, it's just way too many things like constantly come up against us. It just don't seem right. Dude, the tush push is the perfect example. Remember last year they wanted to ban it. They literally said it wasn't safe. Now they don't even care.
Not even talking about it.
So, yeah.
It wasn't on the ownership meeting board this year, and the fucking Bills backed out of it. The Packers backed out of it. Now no one's talking about it because the Eagles were bad at it, and teams stopped it this year.
Yeah. So the whole thing was that teams were trying to prevent a perfectly legal play that a team does good they were trying to get rid of it because that team did it good. I mean, you're talking about the NFL making a rule so that one team pays the price, and it's us. You know, I'm telling you, dude. This AJ Brown stuff. This is like almost 2 years old. The Patriots people were posting stuff about getting him. It's like a year and a half to 2 years ago. Nobody was even talking about it. The media literally created this to the point where I don't know if AJ started buying into it, people buy into it, but you can't tell me there wasn't tampering and influencing, dude. I don't believe it.
Now, is the report of Vrabel because of the Diana Rossini thing, or is it because of tampering? Because those are two different things. That's why I don't.
What do you mean?
Well, because the reports came out that the NFL won't be looking into that they won't be looking into there won't be an investigation regarding Vrabel and the rooftop situation, but I don't know if that means that it's going to be that's going to exclude all the tampering stuff that's been going on. I mean, just swept under the fucking rug at this point. I mean,
yeah.
Not to mention Vrabel's got to stand in front of his fucking team at some point because he canceled all his pre-draft interviews. So I mean, he's got to stand in front of his team and talk about like good luck.
It's a mess over there, dude. It's a mess over there. I don't know what's going on with that, you know. But I knew that they weren't going to allow. I knew they weren't going to like look into anything that would benefit the Eagles. I knew that wasn't going to happen. Yeah. Remember, everybody signs guys in free agency, right? Things happen all the time. Nobody ever says anything. Saquon Barkley signs with the Eagles, and the first thing they do is try to go after the Eagles for tampering because of what his coach said at Penn State. Like, come on, dude. Like, you know, like they just constantly just keep coming at us, man.
I know.
It's really crazy. It's us versus the rest of the league. It's us versus the world. There's no question about it.
It's true.
Philly Matt, member for 6 months. Thank you so much. We need a pass rusher and a safety badly. Agreed. I think the safety you could get in the draft. I think that the edge rusher. I mean, you could get an edge rusher. I still like the kid from Penn State, Sutton. I like him. Okay, like if you get him, that would be great. But you don't need to get a first-round pick for him. I think you need a veteran edge rusher that could come in and play.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Giants will need another year under Harbaugh. Yeah, I think the Giants are taking some good steps this year. And I think you'll see a lot better quality of football. But I still don't know how much that's going to translate into wins. Now, they're talking about getting the running back or Jordan Tyson now. It's like, dude, I don't know. Like, do they really need another wide receiver right away? I mean, are they sure that Jackson Dart's the guy? Like, do we know that they think that? Because I don't know if he is. He might be, but
yeah, I don't know. He might be there. I mean, if they want to reach, they're going to reach. But I mean, there's a lot of red flag issues in the injury department with it. So you know.
Yep. Revego says the league hates the Eagles. Oh man, that's so true. That's so true. Losing Lawrence in the middle will hurt the Giants. Not easy to find dominant. No, it's not easy to find dominating tight ends, defensive tackles. How old is Lawrence, by the way?
I can't.
I mean, he's got to probably be about 28 or 29, right? I mean, I don't
28.
remember. He's 28.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they could have held on to him a couple more years. But, you know, who knows? 28, yeah. Philly, my man, Big Sil says hello. What's up, New Jersey gang fish? How are you? Tell him I said hello. The league hates you. It does. It's the truth. It's the truth. But, you know, while we're here, Joey, you know, I know you had a message you wanted to share with everybody. So I'm going to play that right now, if you don't mind.
Here we go.
All right.
If you want long-lasting flavor in a pouch, Lucy Breakers pouches.
Sorry, let's try that again.
Ourselves another sponsor. If you want long-lasting flavor in a pouch, Lucy Breakers and Lucy Pouches are the way to go. I've been using Lucy Pouches and Breakers ever since I was sponsored last year, and this time we're having a second go at it. You can go for the Lucy Pouches that have a ton of flavor, tobacco-free. They come in different nicotine strengths in 4 milligrams, 8 milligrams, and 12 milligrams. I also love the Lucy Breakers as well, where there's a hydrating capsule inside where you could crack it open inside the pouch, burst of flavor, hydration. It's that good. And comes in a ton of flavors like wintergreen, mango, cinnamon, apple ice, espresso, mint. And yes, I had to call them up and say, hey, you need to give me a sleeve of the espresso. And yes, sounds weird, but once you try it, espresso has become almost my favorite one of the bunch. And Lucy sells nicotine gum. Chews just like gum. The faster you chew the gum, the more nicotine. The lesser you chew it, the slower the release of the nicotine. It's a great product, multiple flavors. Go check that out as well. To all my subscribers, my supporters, you can save 20% on me right now with your first order. Go to lucy.co/HMA and put in the promo code HMA. Just remember, Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every customer is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. I want to thank Lucy for sponsoring this piece of content. Go check it out, and I will see you on the next one.
There you go. Shout out to them and shout out to Lucy. And yeah, dude, I need some of that with the draft. Another victory for the Eagles. Another big trade. I want something, dude. I want something like we need some, like, I feel like I think the fan base could use something, man. You know, something to get like excited about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's just been this slow,
just a shadow over us, you know, just a
crazy,
dreary cloud.
Yep. 500. Let's assume Howie knows AJ is going to be gone. How aggressive do you think he'd be to move up for a wide receiver? Possibly Tate if he falls a bit. But who do you think we would target at wide receiver? I think they like Jordan Tyson a lot. I really do. I think a lot of teams are starting to like him, and I think they would be interested in him. Do I think I don't know if the Eagles would trade up for a receiver. I guess it's possible. But I think the guy they like is Tyson. The question is injuries. And Tyson in the last few weeks has gone from like a guy that wasn't going to be in the first to maybe like a late first. To now we're saying as high as 5. So, you know, we'll see.
That'd be nuts. That'd be absolutely crazy.
I tell you what, I think he might be the best receiver in the draft. Like, he is extremely talented. There is no question about it. The question is the health. I mean, everything I was reading about his health, like his hamstring is like a Texas barbecue where the meat just falls off the bone. Yeah. You know, like if he's healthy, I would, you know, if he was completely healthy and the Eagles took him, I would get it. I would have no problem with it. But I don't know how healthy he's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, if it's manageable, then if teams feel like it's manageable. I mean, look, there's 20 plus teams that are going to his workout day for a reason. So either he's going to fall or he's going to stay up there the first round pretty early. But
yeah,
I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, talent wise, dude, that kid's got it, and he goes to the right team and he stays healthy, dude. He's going to be good. And Chris, you might be right. The Giants may take him at 10. I mean, I think that would be a mistake for the Giants, but they might take him, and he's good. He looks like he's going to be really good.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Howie Roseman, let me ask you this. If you're Howie Roseman and you think that health-wise, like he's alleviated with the workout, any concerns of medical, right? And you know you have to move up to get him, would you be aggressive? And you know AJ's gone.
Okay.
You know you're going to get rid of him. How aggressive would you be for him?
If the workout was good and it was a clean slate, maybe.
Yeah.
It just depends. I mean, because I don't know how, like, like, how are the Eagles viewing this wide receiver position right now, even with the trade of Dontayvion Wicks? Like, how are they viewing it? How is Mannion viewing it? Because obviously they're getting his points across on what he wants this offense to look like and what he wants to bring in the building. So if they feel like he's the guy, then he's the guy. Between what we know and what they know and what they have high, is he high on their board over a top edge rusher, a top tackle, a top guard? I think when it comes to trenches, I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I would think offensive line. I mean, is Vega over him? Probably. Is Monroe Feeling over him? Probably. I mean, it just depends if he's graded higher than those guys. I mean,
yeah. To me, if you could alleviate the health concerns, I have no problem taking him in the first round. Like that's how talented I think he is. The problem is I don't know that you can make me feel comfortable about the injuries. That's the problem.
If we see a trade up and we see the Eagles select Jordan Tyson, we're gonna go out of our fucking minds. It's so weird. It makes it an exciting draft because it's a lot of unknown. That's why it's just so much unknown.
I just feel like Howie's waiting. He's quiet. He's got something in store that nobody has seen coming, and it's just like he hasn't released it yet. Maybe he can't because AJ's situation. I don't know, but I just feel like he's extra quiet this year. I think the Eagles are extra quiet, dude. I mean, usually the Eagles are in everything you hear. They might get this guy. It's like that's down by like 60-70%.
Yeah.
I feel like something is up, but I don't know what it could be. You know what I'm saying?
Every time like a certain position is available or somebody, the Eagles are always linked to every single report that's out. Like you said, it's down 60-some% in news. I totally believe it. Howie Roseman isn't showing his hand in anything that he's doing at all. Nothing. No. I think part of it too is last year when he couldn't even trade up because I think most teams knew what he wanted.
Yeah,
but they still got their guys. So I mean, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Pudge, it's Philly. You to go. Thank you for all the updates. I appreciate you too, man. Thank you. Rosie Bennett says, what will be with the 2026 draft? Most definitely Trubin, a sad 2-year upset with AJ and Jalen controversies. So verbally, horribly sad. And for the NFL team to be so hated. It's true. It's true. It's been a like different 2 years, really, with the Eagles and free agency. Part of that is because of the amount of talent you have from doing so well in the draft, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole offseason is just got this, like you said, a shadow. This whole AJ thing. I just want the Eagles to stand their ground. Just don't give them up for nothing, and just go about your business and let's build this team.
Go get a drink of water.
A couple good picks in this draft, dude. It changes everything for this team. This team is talented and they're a Super Bowl contender. So you don't need 4 or 5 different things, but you need something. You know what I mean?
Look, when you get a GM that says, I think about the first round picks I missed on every single day, that shows that there's the motivation is there. And
right.
We have been building this. We've been drafting the last few years, building the offense, really building the defense through the draft, through trades, through extensions, and keeping guys here long term. And it's worked out for us. Now you got to start locking up guys on that defense. You need more guys defensively. Obviously, edge rusher, we shouldn't be worrying about it because the Nolan Smith pick is really haunting us right now. Hence why we've having to go out and get guys since really Hassan Reddick left the building. Now we have to get this offense rolling again. New OC, lot of glaze with this offensive coordinator and Sean Mannion, a lot of excitement within the roster of this new offense, a fresh start for everybody. And yeah, got to go into this draft and get some more offensive pieces long term. So I mean, even looking at wide receiver, okay, like look, after this year, say there's no A.J. Brown. Whether you have A.J., he's here for one more year. That's it. You don't have Hollywood Brown after this year. I mean, you got Hollywood Brown in the building. I mean, people are sleeping on Hollywood Brown. I mean, he's 28, 29 years old. He's dealt with some injuries, but let me tell you something. The kid can fly. The kid can beat out defenses. He can stretch the field so nicely. And Wicks, I think, is a nice flash in the pan that you'll have for another 2 years, which is great. And I think Wicks has a very high ceiling. Can the Eagles pull that skill set out of him? And you have the best guy in the building to do it with Sean Mannion, because he was with the Packers when he got drafted. He's been there for the last few years. So, a wide receiver might not be it could be the pick of the draft. Yeah, you never know. It's a lot of question marks. It's a lot of question marks.
It is. So, Rogue, thank you for the super chat. Kenyon Sadiq is a weapon. So AJ gone, I still get a tight end. I think he's a weapon too. I think he's got tremendous upside. They're gonna have to do something at tight end. Deshae says Cowboys get Styles. Parker is going to use him like Vic does with Bond. Styles played in NFL defense 2 years in college. He's an immediate plus. Yeah, I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be good. I do. Unfortunately, not around us, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, will we use Hollywood is a question. I'm hoping with the change of coordinator, that will change too, that the way we've used the third wide receiver. But if you look at this team and you look at if the Eagles were to keep A.J. Brown and you look at this wide receiving group, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's awesome.
So upgraded. It's way upgraded.
Oh, man, it really is. Now, if he goes, then that's a different story. So, I mean, we're just going to have to see. The draft will tell us, I think, maybe a thing or two. Go after yourself. Member for 26 months. Thank you so much. The problem is that we still have Nick Sirianni. I hear you on that one, man. I hear you. I just don't know what what we could do about that right now. We can't do anything. Smith may be a lot like Barnett, which I will take. They maybe didn't become the player they should have, but they have great stretch that resulted in a title. Take that from a player. Well, I think that Barnett had a really good rookie year. And, he made a great recovery of a fumble. It was amazing, but
he was a shutout in the playoffs. Yeah, and the Vikings. He had the strip in the Vikings game too.
His rookie year, he was good. I don't know what happened in his development though. But Smith, I think, is more talented. I mean, at least Nolan Smith gave us flashes of what he could be, dude. Like, he went out in that playoff run, broke the sack record for the Eagles franchise in playoffs. He's just got to stay healthy and come out and be consistent. He's got a shot to still be. I mean, he may be the great X factor in the season. If Nolan Smith can become the guy that we drafted and comes back and he can do what Jordan Davis did last year, that will change everything, Joey. It'll change everything.
Yeah, I mean, he has to make a significant jump. He has to have like an 8 to 10 sack season this year. And he's just got to look better and he's got to be healthy. I mean, the number one thing is health. It's just being available is the most important thing. So
it is. Ocean says the real question is, does AJ want catches or wins? We were winning and then he complains. Then we force feed him. Then it's low. Yeah, I know.
We know what the answer is to that. Come on.
It seems like he wants catches, right? I mean, if you want to leave the Eagles that you've gone to 2 Super Bowls with, won a Super Bowl with, and you want out, your priority isn't winning. I'm sorry, it ain't winning. Because otherwise you stay right where you are.
That's crazy.
G59, member for 30 months. I want to stay away from Proctor without Stoutland. Yeah, a lot of people feel like that. And I do to a certain extent too. Like, Proctor was perfect for a Stoutland. Now, I don't know,
Now, we did find out that the hiring of Chris Cooper was by Fangio. That news came out a few days ago. So this wasn't a Nick hire or a front office hire. Fangio hired Chris Cooper. How, I don't know. Is there a connection? I guess, but how?
Fangio?
Yeah, it just came out a few days ago. If I could, I'll look for it. I did a video on it because there was a whole report on it a few days ago. If I could, I'll try to look for it. But
how will AJ be remembered as an Eagle when he gets? I think at first it's not going to be good. I think as time goes on, wounds will get healed, and then down the road he'll be loved. But I think it's going to be. I think people are going to be pissed off, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to be. We had a great O-line coach less before Stoutland. Stoutland didn't hit every O-line pickup. No, they didn't. But Stoutland's track record is, he's a Hall of Fame coach. So, if you look at, he's had way more successful, he's had way more success with guys than not. Look at Andre Dillard, perfect example. Stinks. Stoutland gets him to be a competent player that's decent. Goes and signs a big contract with the Titans, and is cut a year later.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Knowing that Hurts and Smitty working out in Philly with Scott Loeffler, I think Hurts will have his first 4K plus season. I think you're right. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people, man. I think Hurts going to have a big year. And I'm excited about it, man. So in winding down, we should tell everybody we'll be live for the draft. We will be every minute. It should be fun. We'll have our Matt Corral jerseys on. It always gets crazy. So we hope that you guys will be hanging out with us. We might even come on early on that day. We got to talk about it, but it's going to be fun, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, no, we're excited to do another draft and see what happens. Yeah, we'll be live all 3 days, and it'll be good to go.
Yeah, Big Ben says, "My man, yeah, I'm losing my voice. I need a glass."
Yeah, I told you could drink water earlier.
I know. I need some. I was getting all pissed off with this whole AJ situation, but yeah, we should wind down now, guys. We want to thank everybody for joining us today, man. It was a blast. And we truly appreciate it. And, next week is go time. So we will see what happens. But, man. Joey, man, I hope you have a good rest of your day, man.
Me too. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep, me too. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We love you. You have a great, great day. And, we'll see what happens. We will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Peace out.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dad!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott! Trying to feed the ball. Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking